All right, this is an update for several of these funded accounts I've got going. So I had a few through Apex. I lost those. I talked about that a bit in the previous video. In this one, this will be an update for Top Step alone. So I have two Top Step combines. One, I'm trading through Quantower from a desktop computer. One, I'm trading pretty much strictly mobile through TradingView using Trade-of-8, again, through Top Step though. So I have two 50K accounts, combines that I'm going through the funding process with. I did reset one of these combines this week. I got very close to the max drawdown. Then I hit it, went ahead and reset it. Now I have one fresh, or what will be a fresh account, 50K. It is this one. So the one that I'm doing through Trade-of-8 using TradingView, only mobile, because I have a very active life. I work full time. I'm out in the field a lot. I'm driving around. I'm on the phone. I'm very rarely just sitting very nicely in front of a computer. The times that I am, I'm using Quantower, going through that platform because I find it to be much better for execution. But I can't always do that. So I decided to go with the two. So one I'm doing on the go, one I'm doing sitting in front of a desk. The Trade-of-8 using TradingView as my actual platform. Again, this is a reset. So you can see I'm basically at max drawdown. I'll be resetting this to go into Monday fresh. And on the Quantower account, doing okay. So today was a $640 day. The max profit I was in unrealized was about $1,300. Obviously, in retrospect, I wish I would have taken it off the table, but I'm positive, so I don't really care. I had taken this down to $29,930. Now with the 640 profit, we're at $50,500. So going into Monday, I'm going to be very careful with this account because we're in the green, obviously, slowly on the way towards getting this one funded. And then I'll be, like I said, starting fresh with the Trade-of-8 through TradingView, trying to go the mobile route, which is much harder due to execution not being the absolute greatest, specifically on smaller time frames. Larger time frames, it matters a little bit less. But I've just been having a bit of a hard time with that. The biggest issue that I've had going the TradingView route is one, obviously I'm using mobile, which is just going to be tough in and of itself as compared to a desktop computer. So that's rough. The other part that I'm having a hard time with is just the restrictions of the funded accounts, and that being swing trading isn't allowed. So you're forced to some degree to use smaller time frames. In case you haven't watched any of the other videos, I come from the crypto side. I come from pretty much only swing trading. So making the move to traditional markets, already a little bit odd. And then making the move to basically super scalping and scalping rather than swing trading has been rough. It's been very rough. So what I'm trying to do with the TradingView account, the Trade-of-8 account, is I'm trying to back up a little bit and go to 15-minute, 1-hour plays, but plays that I think will still come to fruition by 3 p.m. One of the ways I'm testing this is getting into longer play positions overnight. So if I come to the trade at 6 p.m., I can get in, or I can set an order, set the execution, the stop loss, and the take profit just ready to go. So I guess as an example, if I thought that we'd come down into this zone, I might do something like this with a very tight stop, probably something a little bit more realistic like that. And then, have my profit target wherever I want it. It's harder because you have to keep the stop tight due to the daily drawdown. You can only go red 1,000, right? Otherwise you get locked out with Top Step. Whereas you'd have more wiggle room if you were able to risk the full 3 on a 50K account, the full max drawdown. But because of their daily drawdown limit being 1,000, you are limited to a much tighter stop. So I'm struggling with that. I wish I was able to have a $3,000 drawdown because that would give me more room to potentially let these things play out where they could come down into the red a bit and then come back up. Unfortunately, you don't have that ability. So you do have to keep it tight. So far, obviously, I haven't had great success with this due to the stop loss. And I played a few of those trades out where if I had the buffer of 3,000, a few of them would have gone perfectly fine. I don't have that ability. So it's not a matter of, Top Step being at fault or anything like that. It's just simply, it's a strategy. And that strategy will not work under the parameters that Top Step requires. So I'm reworking this. I'm trying to think about different options. The reality might be that you have to do intraday trading. You can't do these kind of makeshift swing trades where I try to get into them in the evening prior to the next day and then let it play out. Plus then you have, opening time volatility that has whipped me out a few times where otherwise overnight it played out perfectly fine. Come, 8:30 my time, I get whipsawed out, or when I sat in it all night and it was totally fine. So I'm trying to figure this out. But part of why I really care to do this is, one, because of my lifestyle, because I am out and about a lot. So the mobile aspect is alluring because it gives me much more opportunity. The other side of it is that for people who are like me, I just want to show that you can figure it out, that it can work. It's just a matter of figuring out the strategy for it, because it's not just a trading strategy, it's a time strategy, which in many cases is a trading strategy, but for a lot of people, it's not. If you're super scalping, time really doesn't matter. Past, 5 minute, 10 minute, you're in and out. It's irrelevant. For people who can't watch the charts while they're trading, and they simply have to pick levels that they believe will play out and be respected, it's a very different game. So I want to show that not only can you do that going through these funded accounts, but you can also do that from your phone, going the TradingView route. I'm excited to see what Top Step X comes up with, their new trading platform, because they say that they will have a mobile app. So I'm very curious to see what they do with that, especially because they say they will be using TradingView for their charts. So all that aside, one account doing well, up 500 on it. Other account going to reset over the weekend, start fresh come Monday. It's pretty much all I've got, man. It's pretty much all I've got. So good luck, everybody out there. This stuff is it's not easy. It's not easy. Just don't quit. The guys who quit lose. I'm in this no matter how much money I have to burn to make it work. I'm in it. Good luck. Happy trading.